guys, and welcome to the channel. I know that everybody has been asking for a Grandpa Corvette update, and today you're going to get one. So the Grandpa Corvette is at LMR Late Model Racecraft, as you guys may or may not know if you have seen the previous uploads, and they're doing a great job already. It's pretty insane, and here are some pics. Yes, the Grandpa Corvette is going to be absolutely nasty and actually run. It's actually getting built to be faster than I ever thought. You know how I was shooting for like low 9s. I just kind of wanted to get like a high 8, like an 8.9. Well, we're going a little bit farther than that. So it should be a very, very serious racing machine when it's done. And I can't wait to get it back. You know, I'm loving the 720, but I miss the Grandpa Vette. I got a quad here in his spot while he's gone. And, you know, I miss him. It's like, not having a Corvette kind of sucks. I'm very rarely on this channel do I not have a Corvette. And when I'm out my Corvette, it's really makes me kind of want to cry. But, you know, the Grandpa Corvette is being built into a monster, and I can't wait to get it back. But the bad news is, when it comes to making the call out, I don't believe it's going to happen. Here's why. Everything was actually pretty on track, even though I put LMR in a really big time crunch. And I honestly, you know, of course I wanted it to be at the call out, but I wouldn't have even been mad if it didn't make it, because I know that I was giving them so little time to do a lot. I mean, yes, Steve and I got the engine in the car, we got it running, but, you know, running, like idling and driving a couple miles and running low 9s in the quarter, that's a big jump. That's a very big difference. And, you know, they had a lot of work to do. They were making insane progress and everything was going great. Unfortunately, the trans did have a bit of an issue, and now I have RPM building a different transmission, which is going to be very cool. So RPM Transmissions, big shout out to them. They're building something. It's not going to be a 4L60, so there's a hint, but it's going to be something totally different and really, really badass. It's a little bit of a bummer, I'm not going to lie, but I'm really excited actually because, you know, I was going to have the 4L60 put in and just try to make it to one event or two events, and I knew it was going to break because at the power level I'm making, or the Grandpa Vette will be making, I should say, that 4L60, even if it was built, you know, an RPM says it wasn't going to last, but their transmissions do pretty well, even though it's not rated for that much power. So maybe it would have lasted a little bit longer. But either way, you know, doing it now the right way, I think is really cool. And, you know, we're building this car really from the ground up, and it's pretty crazy. When it gets back, it's going to be like something totally different, and I really can't wait to show it to you guys and share it with you. But anyway, that is the situation. I will keep you guys updated as I know more. The Grandpa Vette really hasn't been gone for that long. You know, I think I got it on the truck to go to Texas, which is a big drive from here. It's about 24-hour drive. That was at like the beginning of, it was like October 5th, or I think the 7th maybe, not sure exactly, but really they've come a long way. So I got to give a big thank you to LMR. They are doing a great job and should be done soon. Really can't wait to get it back, but I already know what's gonna happen. Like, I'll get it back and it's already getting colder out, so I'll get it back just in time to not be able to drive it. Now we're moving on to something a little bit different. We are putting tires on the McLaren today for the call out event. The 720, however, will be ready 100%, and I have these new Nitto NTO5s for the car, which should do very well. Again, don't mind this. This is all for a separate upload coming soon. So the NTO5 should do very well. I've heard great things about the tire, and it's not like a traditional necessarily drag radial, but it's going to have the same about traction as a drag radial. I think they were NTO1s on the 570S, and I really liked them. They hooked really, really well. And I believe the 570 was probably making about the same torque as this thing does. So these should be totally fine. And we're gonna get them mounted up. The only thing is, can I get 2 tires in here without using the truck? I mean, I feel like it'd be really silly to have to take the truck just for 2 little tires, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they're gonna fit in the McLaren. It definitely won't fit in the frunk, that much I can tell you. It definitely will not. I can fit one in the passenger seat, I would assume. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know how we're gonna get 2 in here. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we can get 2. Not happening. All right, Dirty Max it is. Of course, speaking about the call out, it is this Saturday, just in a couple of days, October 20th at Maple Grove Raceway. The gates open to the public at 11. Again, anybody can race this time if you want. Racer fee is $100 at the gate. Anybody, doesn't matter what car you got, anybody can race. It is going to be awesome. Tons of great content creators already in, and you know, lots of shit talking has already commenced. It's going to be a really fun time. Don't miss it. All the info is down below if you'd like to come out, and I hope to see many of you there. It's gonna be awesome. Back at Tire Mart for what feels like about the 20th time this week. I've been swapping out wheels and tires all the time. Holy shit, it's a Humvee. Look at him go. God, I need one of those. Anyway, big thank you to Tire Mart on 22 Jonestown Road in Harrisburg, PA. My man Justin, as always, back there working on a Trailblazer right now. And now we'll go get the McLaren. As you saw, we did drop off the new Nittos. They're in the back somewhere with the Dirty Max because I couldn't fit them, try as I might, in the 720. And now the car is in here, and we'll get those put on the back, and it should only take a few minutes.
I love you, love you,
The Nitto NT05s have been installed on the 720, and I haven't had a chance to test out the traction at all, but I mean, they look good, and I was really happy. Like I said, I was really happy with the Nittos that I had on the 570, and these are actually better than those tires. These are actually more like a drag radial than those were. I think they were NTO1s, but they did really well, much better than stock. And we'll see how it does. I mean, the 720 right now doesn't make a whole lot of crazy torque from the mid-range because it's not tuned yet. When it does, it's going to be a totally different animal if the 570 is any indication. But I think these tires are going to do fine and should help us win some races, especially at the call-out. The call out is in like a day. I don't know when this video is going to go live, but in a day or two. And it is going to be a really fun time. Definitely do not miss it. Like I mentioned earlier, you know, tons of great YouTubers coming out, tons of people coming out. Anybody can race this time as well. Pay $100 at the gate. You can race once, you can race all day. You can do whatever you want for that $100. Or if you don't want to race, doesn't matter what car you have. If you don't want to race, just come hang out for the day. Either way, you are going to have a great time. And the weather report, I was really scared because it looked like it was gonna rain that day. Well, the weather has now changed and it's looking like it's going to be 60 degrees, perfect boost weather, by the way. So it's going to be 60 and sunny all day. It should be awesome. That being said, I hope you enjoyed this update video on Project Grandpa. A little bit of bad news, but mostly good news. And let me know what you think in the comments below. If you did enjoy, don't forget to give the upload a big thumbs up. Thank you for watching. Take care and have a great night.